Hey lovelies, who's up for a read? We've got our Oracle deck here, which I've put together, the two decks, the Healing and our Shadow and Light cards. Oh, the first one has dropped out. It's my Tamati card, Health. It's a full moon tonight, so it'll be interesting to see what cards come up. Trauma Bond. This is communication. Right. Okay. Divine Calling. Soulmate. Okay. Let's go. All right. I'm seeing some of you here need to really think about and embrace your health. The health card came out the other night in our angel card reading, actually. So the call out here is, what is it that you need to tend to in terms of your health? Is there something that you're delaying? Is there something that you're putting off? Or it could purely be to do with you need to move your body, you need to exercise, you need to hydrate yourself more with water, eat better so that you can do better and be better and step into the best version of yourself. That's what this health card is all about, okay? So it's got movement, hydration and sleep. Now, think of it like this. And look, I feel like I don't even need to tell you this, but sometimes we've just got to hear it. So I don't want to sound like a nagging mother or anything like that, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Our body is like a temple, okay? So when we treat our temple with respect and give it all that it needs in terms of, movement, hydrating, sleep, a really good diet, we actually feel 10 times better than what we could. When we're feeling 10 times better, we're in better control of our lives. We have a better grasp on our lives and what's going on around us. We're more self-aware. We're more present in how we show up in our relationships, our friendships, in our work, and for our kids if you've got kids. So that's a really important call out here. What is it that's to do with your overall health and well-being that you need to focus on? Now, what's interesting is, and I'm still trying to connect it as I look at this card, is that the Trauma Bond card comes out after that. So, putting two and two together, and given that it's fallen out after health, the Trauma Bond situation is there's usually a victim, there's an abuser, and that abuser does what it does to the victim in order to gain control and dominance over their victim. So, is there something that needs to be resolved here around a trauma bond that you have with somebody in order to uphold better health for yourself? Because over a long period of time, when this grinds away at you, your health deteriorates and it shows up in different ways. Some people have heart attacks, some people end up getting cysts and all sorts of ailments that show up in their body, because internally this kind of behavior can drive a person into some sort of sickness or ailment. So I think that these two pair up quite nicely. So I know it's not as simple as, okay, we'll go and fix your health by leaving someone that's you're trauma bonded to, okay? It's not as simple as that. I'm sorry to say it, but I do have to say the truth as well. But when you've got a trauma bond, it is a psychological response that you have, okay, which is why if you're not responding in the right way, that it will show up in your body as a sickness, as an illness, as feeling like you've got something around your neck that's pulling you down, a weight that's holding you down. So for some of you, I'm just going to say it and put it out there, It may be time to seek some professional guidance. It may be time to make your move soon. Just get educated on the topic and know what it is that you need to do. Lean into your networks, lean into your friendship circles, or like I say, lean into getting some professional guidance and help around what's going on in this trauma bond, because I see your health has actually been affected by it. Okay, it's not going to be easy. You're going to be, it's going to require you to be really open and honest in your communication around this situation. Okay. Usually this situation here causes us to come into conflict, either with the other person or in a conflict within ourselves, because we don't know how to cope with it. So there's this turmoil that's whirling around inside of you, this conflict, okay? But there are a lot of things to ponder, and the best way that you can get those pondering thoughts out is to be able to communicate with a trusted party, someone who you implicitly trust and can confide in. So that's that. Okay. Communication is going to be the key, actually, to helping you with this trauma bond, which ultimately leads back to good health when you can get this right around this. The divine is calling you to actually sort this out, because there are greater things that await you when you can walk away from this. And actually, there's a step before you walk away, but when you can sort things out, do things in the right way, tidy this all up, do what needs to be done, and then walk away. But it's like a divine intervention is stepping in and calling out to you to just come on, get onto it, sort it out. It's time. It's time. You've been called. One of my favourite cards ever, soulmate. Okay, so a divine intervention has come up. Okay, you've been called by the divine to sort things out, to get on top of your health, to get things under control again. When you have all of these things sorted, there's partnerships that await you. One of these partnerships is your soulmate energy. And then there'll be no looking back. The soulmate is the soulmate connection, and I've talked about this before because this card has come up a couple of times now in the last couple of months. A soulmate is more than just a romantic partnership. A soulmate is someone that mirrors the depths of your soul, okay? They inspire you to grow, to be a better version of yourself, and it's an ongoing thing. You also inspire this other person to be a better version of themselves. So together with the two of you mirroring each other and matching each other's energy, you're just going to continue to grow, to be the better version of yourself, but also to be the best version of yourself over the long term, okay? Because you're both going to be growing together, continuously matching that energy of each other, okay? They love all parts of your light. You love all parts of their light, but they also love your shadow side and know how to help you to embrace it, but you also do the same thing because you mirror each other. Yeah, it's all about a partnership that's on all levels and growing together. And we'll finish up on that. Soulmate. It's out there, it's coming. But get on top of this. And this, your trauma bond. And this is your key around it, is the communication and leaning into your networks and those that you implicitly trust to help you with it. It's been a divine intervention. That divine intervention has stepped in because there's someone here that awaits you, and you too have got blessings and things that work, things that you're going to be amazing at doing together, your lifetime calling with this other person.